Oh, hey, soul fam. Hello, my lovers. It's how I greet you all. Because I love you. I love you. Right. I was just like ordering my food, doing like ticking the boxes of the, what's it when you have ADHD? They say get up and make your bed. I ain't done that yet, but I'll get to it. But do the things that you least want to do, all the practical, boring things. Get them out of the way as quick as you can. And I've been training my brain lately to do that. So I'm getting up and doing the things that I need to do. Taking my vitamins, taking my collagen, for the youthful glow. Having my coffee, then doing chores, folding the clothes, changing the beds, doing the dishwasher or washing up or whatever. Do all the boring things first, and then you've kind of got space to breathe in order to then go ahead and do all your creative stuff, because that's really what you want to be doing. But if you have a cluttered ADHD brain, a little bit like mine, it's a bit distracting to be feeling creative in a messy environment. So I don't know why I said that, but that was just my little... Anyway, so I was doing the things. I did the shopping. I ordered some food shopping, and I'm about to go and do Taxi Mum. But tell me you got ADHD without telling me you got ADHD. A voice came to me and said, the message for everyone today that you need to give is do the ting. Go do the ting. The ting is whatever it is that you have been wanting to do, or deliberating that perhaps you should do it, but you've got all these, I don't know, reasons that meet you as to why you shouldn't. Oh, I haven't got enough time, or I'm not good enough. I haven't had enough training. I haven't had enough this, that, and the other. Notifications coming at me is Spirit saying, go do the thing. Just go and do it. So this week, I've been talking about, I write books. I've got a few published, a few that's just sitting in my device that I haven't published. But I was really inspired by a story that's been brewing in my mind, and I've just sat down and started doing the thing, like putting pen to paper, but not literally. It's like digitally. And yeah, in 2 days, I've written 14,000 words. And if you know anything about novels or the size, I need about 70,000 words to make it a decent size. So then I was doing my mathematics, and I was like, if I carry on at this rate, I'll be finished in a week and a half. But, that's the consistency, and that's where, like, commitment comes in. But, and also, it's funny, because I was telling my partner, I was like, when I write songs, like, the dopamine I get from a finished project can happen in 3 minutes. But we don't want it to happen in 3 minutes. We want to extend this and make it last longer. Where am I going? My brain. We want to put more commitment into things where we aren't just committing 3 minutes. Train your brain to take on bigger things. You're bigger than that. There's a story coming. So a few months before Christmas, when we first moved into this new house, here's the story. Here's the thing. I was discombobulated. I was not in a good place at that point. All my stress levels were up. Disorientated, new house, new Christmas. It was all chaos. On top of that, Spirit was asking me to face my shadows and things that I hadn't looked at. So then I went into therapy. Anyway, that is not really relevant. What I heard during that time was this beautiful scripture that says, do you not perceive it? Can you not see it? You may not see it yet, but it's coming. A new day, or something along those lines. And the analogy kind of was, when you plant a seed, you can't see that plant because it hasn't taken form yet. It hasn't risen out of the soil, but it doesn't mean it's not there. And so, yeah, going back to December, what we're now, August, Spirit said there are some amazing things coming. And I had this picture of this terracotta pot, which is like the traditional orange clay, big pots. And he was planting us as a family in new soil. And my daughter that was in uni at the time was just finishing. There was a new pot for her, and she was having a completely different life. And there was this feeling of completely new chapter, new life. And I can say it now. She's getting married, and she's moving to Spain. And there was also a part of a vision where me and my eldest daughter, the one that's moving, this is prior to us knowing any of this, there was a big door before us, and we both held the key in two parts. And this key was for both of us to go through a new chapter in our lives. And even before I knew she was moving, I was saying things like, oh, I just want to be in a hot country. I am not one for this drizzly UK weather. I like the sun. We've just got back from a holiday in Spain. But because of this, it means that potentially there's an open door for me to go and do retreats and yoga and coaching and various other things in Spain. So there's a lot that sprouted since I had that vision back in December. And I'm trying to remember my trail of thought. And the other day, my partner, I don't know, he's not a gardener, but he suddenly developed this desire for repotting all of the plants in our home and the big outside plants. He's like, oh, I don't think those plants are going to grow to their capacity with that small pot. So he's repotted everything, given more bigger pots. And I'm just sitting there like, does he know the symbolism of this? Has he forgotten? And it feels like this time of expansion, right? So if you want yourself to grow, get out of your small pot, of your small dopamine hit. I can accomplish that because I'm comfortable doing that now. What about stretching the perimeters of what you think you're capable of? Boo-boo. Because you can do it. So this is my message today. Like, get a bigger pot. Like, it can feel a little uncertain to take yourself out of an environment that's too small for you now. What's that expression? The fish will only grow as big as the tank. The plant will only grow as big as the pot. Like, it's as above, so below. So if the root system can only go this big, what's going to happen? So get a big pot and get those roots growing. So it's all about expansion, growth. And then to add to that, I'm just going to add something. Prior to the full moon, Spirit was saying, we're removing all of the obstacles, all the things in your head that tell you you're not good enough, you're not capable, because there's big things in you. There's big seeds in you that want to grow, right? And in you, and in you, and you. And that's the point. And so I had this time of like, right, I ain't going to worry even more, like just abandonment. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'm just going to throw myself into things that maybe I'll look a bit silly. Maybe I'll look a little bit silly. But it doesn't really matter, because when you've been given seeds, I just don't want to get to the end of life and then the big bearded man in the sky, tee-hee, say to me, right, well, there was all those things that you could have done, but you didn't believe in yourself, or you let that person overmine you or undermine you, or make you feel small, or you were too self-conscious. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that Karen. Don't be that person. Believe in yourself, and it starts today. Right now, I challenge you. Go and do something that you've been putting off. Do the ting. I love you.